Davis High School choir will be singing Famine Song.
Please free my hands from everybody, and welcome. And what a beautiful day for you all. So, I'm Dr. Willett, Peace. And I remember it was bringing me back to when I taught high school down in southern Minnesota. It was just like, Louis, where you at? Nice work. Good for you. Okay, now, today, the luxury we have today is time to experiment and to even work with how we're standing more. So if you don't mind coming, now I understand you've known each other for 3 years, right? Yes? Yes? 1, 2, 3, that's awesome. There's so many great things occurring. So I just want to ask a question, okay? So base is where you're at, raise your hand. No bent elbows, no bent elbows, I'm proud of you, base. You're still bending your elbows. Do you know what I mean by bent? There we go, exactly. Good, tenors, what do we got? Excellent. Altos. And sopranos. Awesome. Okay, now what I'd like to do is just start from the beginning, and I want to experiment with the distance between each of you when you're singing a song like this, right? Because you're using some snapping sounds, negotiating anymore. So you with me? You okay for experimenting? Say I'm flexible. I am flexible. You say I am flexible. I am flexible. You say it louder. I am flexible. I believe you now. That's awesome. So what I'm going to do is have you stay exactly where you are, and I'm going to pull you like a slinky, right? So you stay where you are. I'm going to pull you over, and what I want you to do is spread out to the edge of this horizon. Yep. And then you're just staying there, right? Hold the slinky. Hold it for 10. Okay, let's slinky you out now. Now, all I'd like to do is, it doesn't have to be perfect, just if there's if you put your arms like this, you do the chicken dance, you know the chicken dance, right? Some of you may need to look like, what on earth are you talking about? Do you know, I know the chicken dance. I know the chicken dance. Excellent, great. We'll do that later. Okay, now what I'd like you to do is do the Weave My Mother section. And I just want us to have a conversation about any differences that you feel, positive, neutral, or negative, just being a little bit further apart. You cool with this? Say, I'm flexible. I'm flexible. Oh, I didn't believe you. I am flexible. So the Weave My Mother. Weave my mother, weave my child, weave your baskets of precious wine. I'm going to pull the audience here in a little bit, but I'm just curious what y'all felt being a little bit further away. So I'm assuming there are going to be some positive reactions, some neutral reactions, and some negative reactions. Things you felt? Yeah. Did you feel like you're saying a lot louder? Did you do that naturally, or you were like, oh my gosh, you heard it, you're like, I think I need to sing louder so my neighbor hears me? Can you walk me through that? Okay. Yeah. All right, so one last, did anybody feel that same sensation? I'm just saying louder. Okay, now let's poll the audience. Raise your hand if you agree that they sang louder. Okay, now raise your hand if you agree that that was a good thing. Now, I'm not suggesting that. Sometimes it's good to be in a hurry, right? But this is just something for a piece like this that's got sort of an expansive feeling and has a lot of these parallel chords, you know? I think it's interesting. And all we did was what? We just... Right? Some of you are still looking at me like, I didn't expect a chicken dance at Large Fruit Festival. You should expect a chicken dance at Large Fruit Festival. I'm very dry. You'll figure that out quickly. So I'm going to do the same thing. Let's do Weave My Mother. And I want you to embrace that space. And then I'm going to ask a few more questions about some neutral or negative things about this. Okay? Weave my mother, weave my child, weave your baskets of precious wine. You did better that time. I think you were really going into it. Okay, so anything neutral about doing this? Okay, let's go. Anything negative? What's the tough part? Yeah. Harder to hear people next to you. I agree. It's a good point. There's got to be some negatives. It's so easy to be negative as humans, so just channel your inner negative. Be like, negative, evil. Say that over and over.
The basses leading the way, thank you, and altos and sopranos are soprano. So thoughts, other challenges about this?
It can make you feel like you're sleeping well.
Yeah, and part of it is probably hearing each other, you would say. I mean, sopranos, what do you think?
I noticed more positive. Like I noticed I could hear more of the other sections than I was just hearing the sopranos.
Okay, so there's a positive. Good. All right, you ready to bring it to the next level? So yes.
Yes.
What's the next level? Okay. We take your hands like this, like you're holding one of those medicine balls. You with me so far? Now let's not hold a medicine ball like this, because usually when I'm in the weight room, I'm not going. Give me something like this. You do this. What I'd like you to do is when you sing the first chord, could you actually bend your knees and go, breathe like you're picking it up off the ground. Really, so it's on the table, right? It's going to feel a little bit awkward. It's going to feel a little bit awkward. What I'm asking you is to embrace the awkward. 1, 2, ready, and go. Good. Why don't you all stand up and join us? So the point is that when you feel like when you pick up the medicine ball, you're going to go, 3, 2, ready, and go. But not like this, like that. Ready, and go. Good. Now sing the chord with you conducting. 2, thank you. Ready, and go. Now, when you come in, now keep the medicine ball here down. 2, and what I'd like you to do is with your body. 2.
With my mother, with my child, with your baskets of rushes wild, with my mother, with my child, with your baskets of rushes wild.
Now I know that's like I said, it's different. I'm not suggesting you do that in performance. What was your feeling when we did that? And thanks for participating.
Of course.
Just what we did.
DVD is exactly what I wanted.
Great. So what about doing, and we had about 70% buy-in with you, right? Which is why I wanted to join all of us together, because it's like when you enter into that space where you're like, okay, there's this random dude that's just told me to say evil twice, who's just doing the chicken dance, and then all of a sudden he's like, now let's all stand up and figure out how to get active. Singing is a physical activity, right? So the next question I would like, if we had all day, I'd be like, okay, everybody grab some sort of weight. Let's actually do weights with this. Or something like, at that first note, is feeling like your whole body engages, right? And so that's something you've been working on too.
Not that physical.
I would encourage you to explore that. Now, you also can't do something like this unless you're chicken dance apart. You know what I mean? Yeah? Good? Okay. Now, basses. There's some really, really nice tone going on. Can you sing that? 2, ready, and go.
With my mother, with my child.
Hey, when you're singing, I want to build on this. So we're going to use the same thing. So can you create more pit space? So there's some physical place. And we say, with my mother. With my mother.
With my mother,
With my mother.
with my mother.
Can you sing it? Can you speak it right to the top people, the people on their phones in the top row? Go ahead and say, with my mother.
With my mother,
With my mother.
with my mother.
Now can you sing, with my ready and go?
With my mother.
Can you put your hand forward when you sing it? These two ready.
With my mother.
But believe it, like it's like you're gonna punch a neighbor on the shoulder. You know what I mean? So it's just really these two ready and go.
With my mother.
Great, raise your hand if you thought that was the best sound. Ooh. I also felt like you just got to great sound. Great sound. Let's do sopranos. Same thing. 2 ready.
With my mother, with my child.
Good. Now let's agree on one thing. How do you want the word mother, M-O-T-H-E-R, to be pronounced?
Mother.
Mother. Leave my mother. It may feel different than the way you would say it every day. kind of smile and be like, oh, here's another awkward thing that the chicken dance do. That's really good. We can look at this kind and say, hey, after you sing at each other, you're like, weave to
Weave my mother, weave my child.
sew together. Do I have a volunteer that likes to breathe? You're like, no, did you like to breathe? Sure. What I want you to do is be the leader. So you're going to look at the faces. Hey, faces, how are you? Yeah. They almost smiled yet. Some of them are trying to smile. And you're going to breathe. We just breathe together. Everybody cues off of that. Now, you might be able to feel the breath. You will probably see the breath. You're going to have to, some of you are going to have to look over there. I want you to breathe together on the we. 2, ready, and
Weave
now show
my
your body. It's kind of like that medicine ball lift, right? Together, you're leading.
Weave my
Good.
mother.
Now altos doing the same thing, except you're cueing off of it. Makes sense? Tenors, you're almost there. You're doing great.
Weave my mother, weave my child.
Good. Tenors, join us and go ahead and look down for the cue.
Weave my mother, weave my child.
Does that make sense? Yeah, so come in. Yeah. So-
Yeah, I was like,
okay, what did you feel? What did you feel doing it? Other than, oh my gosh, people are looking at me.
like a collective, like we were together.
Absolutely. Was the first note together when they did that? Of course. Of course. Because breathing is good. Okay, now challenge.
Breathing is good.
Breath is here. Okay? Can your body move when you breathe? I think in this piece, yeah. Totally. Let's try it.
Weave my mother, weave my child. Weave your baskets of precious love. Weave my mother, weave my child. Weave your baskets of precious love.
Isn't it great? It's so cool. And all we're doing is breathing. Right? So human. Sound is together. Pronunciation is good. Tone is coming further. So good. Right? And all we gotta do is be human. Right? Now here's some fun things that I would say you can experiment with. Like as a conductor, would you mind singing with me?
Weave my mother, weave my child.
Doesn't need to conduct any music. I mean, if you're thinking about it, it's like, what do you all want to do together? For me, the weave is the most important thing specifically in this song. Because you're talking about, you're waiting for that rain to come, and what you're doing for the livelihood is that element of weaving, right? So I'm just like, if the weave is what we're doing, and we just did this dumb chicken dance medicine ball thing, that's weave together. And as a conductor, that's something you can experiment with. I'm not suggesting that you have to do that, but yeah. Can we go, before we run out of time, thoughts about our experiments today? Good. And then the world is your oyster. Like you don't have to stand apart. I'm just saying, like, this is something that you can totally experiment with. I was also thinking about the format of the groups, and I'd be curious to hear what your thoughts are too. I was thinking about, okay, the bases are there with that sort of fundamental structure. I was thinking about what it would be like to put the basses in the back, the tenors right in front, and then kind of split the sopranos and altos up in front to play with how people are standing. I think it's working right now, but I was kind of the theatrical element of me. Theater folks, I like theater. I like acting. We love you. You win a new car. Can we do the rain part, sopranos and altos? Go ahead and conduct. Bravo. If you have a great start of it, would you mind singing all the same notes except on din? So it's sound like this. And put the B's and the M's together. Okay? On you. pluck something quickly? Or you pull a band-aid off? Could you pluck or pull an air band in front of you? 2 hands right in front of you. 2, ready, and go. Could you really make the and sing through it? Be more like a machine than a human here. You're a great gesture. Ready, and go. Good. Challenge. Do it all in one breath. And the and would be like the vowel now. Make sense? Words. Sing the words now. Sing the words now. Put that energy that you use for the put that into the A. Good. Watch. I'm gonna sing something. You conduct and I'll sing. Can you put each note change right on that? Victory. And now I think that is why conductors are helpful. Right? So what did we learn today? Other than chicken dance. Okay, spread apart has its benefits, some challenges, but good. What else?
Medicine balls.
Medicine ball, baby. Singing is a physical activity. Yeah, breathing together is essential. Sounds like a t-shirt. Yeah, directors of use that, and have that conversation. I was really excited to see that. Anything else, judges? Cool. Good job. Thanks for singing today.
Bravo.